Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing on the November 7th Al-Anon readings, Encouraged to Change, and a Little Time for Myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Begin with a little time for myself. I'll take a minute to look it over. The question of the day is, how do I practice detaching with love? And that's what the passage is about. It's about being a caregiver for a long time, growing up in an alcoholic household, and then coming to Al-Anon and first being introduced to the concept of detaching with love, and being confused with the fact that detaching is not the same as ignoring. Detaching with love means more about limiting time or spending more healthy time, not feeling like we're responsible for fixing what seems to be wrong. And today's reminder reminds us to let go and let God. The quote from Survival to Recovery talks about detaching with love means having a healthy emotional distance, not abandoning them, but having a distance. And so the question of the day is, how do I practice detaching with love? And I was just going to say that for me, detaching with love was accepting the fact that I couldn't fix what I thought I was responsible for fixing. So that helped me a lot, understanding that. And the detaching with love, the love is the most important part for me, because I couldn't do it if it was in an angry way or a resentful way. I can only detach with love when I'm not judgmental, I'm calm, I'm accepting, I'm loving. I'm just very much aware that the right thing to do is to give the person that I'm concerned about the dignity to figure things out for themselves and do things the way they want to do things, knowing all the while that I love them, I accept them. That's pretty much how it works for me. How about you? How do you practice detaching with love? It's one of my favorite concepts, but all the concepts are so good. So I think I say that all the time. It's one of my favorite concepts. It's one of my favorite slogans. It's one of my favorite ideas, but they're all so good. All right, I'm just going to take a minute. Oh, and we have a tab on this page as well. We're on a tab streak, and I have a two highlighted sentences. All right. I'm going to take a moment. This is funny because I see a real correlation between the two pages. So this this page is about breaking unhealthy patterns, attending meetings, focusing on ourselves, not worrying about everyone else, and giving people the freedom to consider their own recovery. So, in a nutshell, it's kind of like detaching with love. And it talks about how even if we're in a difficult situation with an active substance abuser, alcoholic, alcohol is a substance, when we begin the process of recovery, that has a positive effect on the whole situation. It may not change as quickly or in a way that we think we want. However, it does have a positive impact when we take care of ourselves. And that can often have a very positive effect on the people who are struggling. And the quote from Living with Sobriety says, if one person gets well, the whole family situation improves. The part that I highlighted, I will paraphrase, it's talking about focusing on ourselves and letting other people do the same. Let other people focus on themselves too. It's a great page, as usual. We'll close out with the serenity prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.